Got a little lever here, it works the suction cup. You can stick it on your windshield and it sucks on there. Unhook this little wire here.
Plugs into one of those USB ports then?
It plugs into, it used to be a cigarette lighter, now it's a 12-volt outlet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it, yep.
You can't call it a cigarette lighter no more, that's politically incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see here, no signal. Hey, we gotta turn your trailer lights on, there you go. Okay, there's your picture.
Oh, yeah. See it one?
Now, the upper lights of the trailer have to be on to make this work. So I get a lot of calls that people say, hey, Dan, my camera doesn't work. Are your trailer lights on? No. Well, once they're on, then that'll come to life. Okay?
So then the trailer lights are...
This is your car lights, but this is also working your trailer.
Oh, okay.
You know, so in the auto position,
it won't work.
yeah, they're not on. But
Right.
so if you want that camera to work when you go on the road, you've got to make sure that your lights are on. In the event these vehicles ever broke apart, this is attached to a little pin right here, this little box. And this pin gets pulled out of that box, and as long as you have a charged battery on board, it'll turn your trailer brakes on. I've never seen one unhook itself. As long as you do everything right, the odds of that happening are very, very minimal. But it's the law, you gotta have one. Also, you've got a big cord here. It's got 7 prongs in there. They use 6 of them. Got a left turn, a right turn, a ground, a line that charges your battery when you're driving, one for your electric brakes. It's a round plug with the raised portion. The raised portion goes up. And basically, that's how you hook it up. The main things when you're hooking up, if you cannot couple your coupler, you just gotta pull the truck up ahead like an inch.
Right.
And in order to get the bars on, what do? Crank it up nice and high. High is your friend.
Right.
And your magic number is 7. Lucky 7. Okay, so that's how we hook up. Couple more things I gotta show you. We put a brake control in here. I wanna show you how that operates. And then I also wanna hook up your camera and show you how that operates.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick this off the road here slowly.
You want me to turn this off? Or it's on right now.
Here.
Can you hold it?
Here's your brake control that we installed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a lot of information, but when you step on your foot brake, the trailer brakes work automatically.
Oh, okay.
You don't gotta fiddle with that or apply them every time. If you ever chose to apply your trailer brakes by themselves without hitting this, you could squeeze this trigger here, and that makes your trailer brakes come on.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You got a little display here. It's kind of hard to see. You got a little red dot. You'll see that all the time, whether the trailer's hooked up or not.
Okay.
When you plug the trailer in correctly, this little C appears that you see here. And that just means the trailer is connected. If you're driving down the road and that says NC,
Yeah.
that means, hey, I'm not connected anymore. Maybe your plug fell out.
Oh,
so you
okay.
probably want to pull over and check that. And the last thing I want to tell you is a little blue dial here. You can push this dial forward,
Uh-huh.
or you can pull it backwards. Okay? You can think of that like a dimmer switch on a light or a volume control on a radio. That turns your trailer brakes stronger or it makes them weaker. What I'd like you to do is, we've got this pushed all the way forward. I'd like you to leave it that way. When you're leaving here, get going about 20, 25, and make a couple of firm stops with your foot. If the trailer brakes were to skid on the ground, that's too much braking. You'll just pull this dial back a little bit and try that a couple times until they don't skid. My feeling is you'll run this all the way forward, you know, almost all the way forward. The more brakes you have in the trailer, the better you are.
Yep.
Okay? And the last thing I want to show you is your camera. I'm going to go grab it.
All right.
Make tubes, they bolt under there and slide the parts in there. But everybody's got a different idea. You can talk to some people in the campground and, you know, get a feel for how they do it. Okay, so I've got some weight on the truck, but I can't lock this. The reason is the truck and trailer have drifted together a little bit. I gotta pull these apart. So you can either get in the truck and move it up a head of inch, or you can kind of push it apart a little bit, and that lets that drop in there. So if you ever can't couple this, just move the truck up a head of an inch. Okay, so we're coupled. I want to put my bars back on, but what makes it easier to do? Crank it up. I'm going to hit extend, and I'm going to crank it up. Okay, I think that's sufficient. I'm going to put my bar in. Of course, you want the chain pointing up. You don't want to put it in backwards like this. Put the chain up. Gotta try to find the right spot to get the pin through. Now this bracket rotates. There's a little slot right here where my baby finger is. Can you see that? See that slot?
Yeah.
I'm going to count 7 links. I'm not counting the U-bolt, so I'm counting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th link I put right in that slot, and I keep it there by keeping a little tension over here.
Okay.
Once I get my bar on and put a little tension on there, it'll stay now.
Oh, okay.
The number 7, you just crank it around till it locks. And 7 is your lucky number. If your friend's got his on number 8 or number 9 or number 6, that's fine, but you want number 7. Both sides will work the same. It can be a little awkward at first, but it's really the easiest hitch on the market to use.
That's what they said.
If I can do it, I'm going to put my bar in. Pin it off. I'm going to find my slot back here. I'm going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put my 7th one right in that slot. I'm going to keep it in there by holding it with my off hand. Once I get my wrench on here, I can let go with that hand and lock it.
And then you pull the pin when you want to unlock it. That
Correct.
pin,
Yep. To unlock it, you'll put your bar on first, and then you'll wiggle this a little bit to loosen your pin up. And once it's loose, you just lower it down.
All right.
And you always want this to be nice and high when you do this.
Right.
So it's important. Who's in charge of this? Okay. I'm going to show you the most efficient way to unhook it. And then when we're unhooked, I'm going to show you the best way to hook it up. So even with all this weight on the back of your truck's only sitting down 1/2 of an inch. That's what these bars do. They're like wheelbarrow handles. They're picking up the back of the truck. So the process for unhooking this camper, you got to undo the obvious things. You've got to unplug your wire, get that out of the way. I'll elaborate on this, but this is a breakaway switch. We're gonna unhook this baby. And we're also gonna unhook our safety chains. Now, the next one you wanna do are to get these chains off of these rotating frame brackets. Right now, with this foot not being on the ground, there's a lot of tension here. You can see how the bar's bowing. You never want to try to operate these brackets without deploying this foot. This bracket rotates. If I tried to rotate it now without this foot being on the ground, I wouldn't be able to hold this bar. It would overpower me. So to make things easy for us, we start extending our jack. Since the coupler is hooked to the ball, as high as I crank the trailer, it picks the car right up with it. And the higher I crank the pair, the less muscles I need to work this end.
Okay.
You're going up?
Up.
Okay.
And it's lifting up the trailer and it's lifting up the car. Anybody you see with bars like this, doesn't matter what brand, you always got to crank it up nice and high. It makes it easier and safer to unhook. Once you've got it up in the air, you take your handy dandy wrench.
Do we get one of those?
This is yours.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Take your wrench, and this is a locking pin. The locking pin pulls out this way. I'm gonna pull the locking pin, and I'm gonna put 2 hands on here and lower this down. So right here, there's a little bit of pressure, not much. You can do it with 1 finger. If I had this lower, oh boy, there'd be more pressure. If I had this higher, there'd be less pressure. Okay, so you'll kind of get a feel of where you like to do it. So basically, I pull my locking pin, lower that down, take my chain off. I want to get my bar out of my ball mount. I'm going to pull this locking pin. Take that out. I'm going to walk to the other side. Both sides work the same. It's the same bracket on both sides. One swings, one forward, one swings backward. So I'm going to put my wrench on. I'm going to put my wrench on. I'm going to pull my locking pin. I'm going to lower this down. Unhook my chain. Take my pin out. Now, of course, we want to uncouple the coupler, but the problem is I got the truck lifted up with the trailer, so I got to put some weight back onto the car before I can release this coupler. Oops, going the wrong way. Now, once I've got some weight on the truck, I'm going to lift it back up and slide that rearward. Now, we're uncoupled. When you're not towing, it's best to take this out. Somebody might steal it.
How do you take that out? It's just
There's a big 5/8 inch pin right here.
you just pull that out.
You pull that out and this comes out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and somebody might steal that. You might back into somebody, sound silly, bang your shins. Nothing's good of leaving it in there. So the main things when you're unhooking, before you swivel these brackets, make sure the truck and trailer is cranked up nice and high.
Right.
And then in order to uncouple your coupler, you got to put some weight back on the truck. And then hooking it up, we do everything just opposite.
Right.
We'll guide the ball under the coupler, and we'll lower the trailer onto the ball.
Do you store this stuff in that?
People all have different plans and theories and thoughts. Most people would store it in the.
Under there,
Yeah.
and then we'll run 12 out, and either go to Blue Sky or Artesian Wells or something like that. Nice big unit right there, depending which time I have.
What is it, gravity?
OG, original brand.
Gravity, yeah. Oh, we haven't done that in a long time. We should do it.
It was just there a week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah. If you go a little farther, at 12 at Pentecost, there's Chateau Aeronautic or something. Blue Sky Brewing, same building, same place, and now Mile High Distilling.
Oh,
Really? Airplane wing on the bar. Then he's got a beer garden outside, and he's got 2 stages. So they run It's mostly cover bands, but bands on Saturdays and Saturdays. We got about tickets to that part of it.
Where is it at?
Pentecost and 12, so head 12 going west. You come around, there's a restaurant or a KFC hall or something like that. There's a little restaurant on the corner. Turn the corner into Pentecost, slow down and go right up there. Check that out.
Okay, folks, if you whereabouts in Michigan are you from? Saline. Oh, beautiful.
Ah, perfect.
The camera's a beautiful thing.
Oh, you did that with the camera then, huh?
Oh yeah, and there's also a little button. Once you get close, you hit a little button on the screen, and it shows just this.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool.
Nice.
In the old days, I'd get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. Sometimes you hit it first try. Sometimes it take you a million. I'm not interrupting you, am I, Raj?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook this up, take a couple measurements. If everything we've done is correct, I'll give you some instruction on how this works.
All right.
Did you check to see if the camera paired?
No, I have not.
Okay.
That was weird. That one didn't pair.
I know.
Yeah, Rick said you got to pair them. I said,
They're supposed to become paired.
yeah, they come pair
I don't know
already.
I don't know if something else was just wrong, if it wasn't paired, just too much chaos at the time.
Yeah, that's weird.